Ford Maverick, $43,000.
Buying a new truck after doing a bankruptcy.
So you owe how much on this?
81.
No way.
Welcome to the Audit Room. These are real financial decisions from real people. We evaluate what went wrong and then we break it down in an easy to understand way that we can all learn from. Auto loan debt in the United States continues to break record after record. Auto loan debt carried by Americans has now reached a staggering $1.69 trillion. And that doesn't sound like that much money until you think about it like this. If you spent $1 every second, it would take about 53,600 years to spend that much money. Today, we're going to be looking into some people who went into incomprehensible amounts of auto loan debt. And then I'm going to be looking at the auto loan industry as a whole to see how it's gotten so predatory and how our auto loan deficit has reached almost $1.7 trillion.
Buying a new truck after doing a bankruptcy. Some people are saying this and saying that. No, check it out. You could do a bankruptcy, and the same month that you go to court and get it discharged and they send you the paperwork saying it's discharged, you go into a dealership like over here at Gresham Dodge and they'll put you in a vehicle, a brand new vehicle. I originally came in here after my bankruptcy and they got me a $60,000 loan on a pickup truck right after my bankruptcy. So if you want any of these new Jeeps or you want some of the new Rams and you got to do a bankruptcy, do your bankruptcy. It's $1,400. You come in here the same month you get your discharge paperwork, finance a brand new vehicle, and drive off the lot and start building your credit.
I'm sorry, what did this dude just say? Actually, now that I think about it, I should not be laughing. This is actually deeply concerning, especially since he's going on TikTok and telling other people to do this, like to follow his advice. The first thing I want to touch on is what he said at the end. Get an auto loan and start building your credit back up again. See, when I was in high school and I got my first job, I remember a lot of my coworkers and older people around me telling me to, hey, get an auto loan because then you can start building your credit up and then you'll get good credit, you'll pay it off and build that up. While technically that is true. If you go into debt for a car and then you pay off your loan on time every month, you will build up your credit score. But there's a much better way to do this if you don't have any credit at all or extremely low credit, and that's go get a credit card, set that credit card to auto pay every month the full balance, and then make for damn sure you never spend more money on that credit card than you have available to spend. If you pay your credit card balance off in full by the end of every single month, it will build your credit score and you will never pay one single penny in interest. Now, this is actually what I did when I got out of high school because I had zero credit. And I actually got my credit score up to an 800 just by doing this, and I never paid a single penny in interest. So it can be a really powerful way to do this. Don't go get an auto loan or don't go get a personal loan and pay a bunch of interest, especially if you have low credit or no credit at all. They're going to basically extort you and charge you an exorbitant interest rate on that loan. So it's going to be like even worse. So just pay off your credit card every month and it doesn't cost you any extra money. Unfortunately, that was actually the least concerning piece of advice he gave in this entire video. Bankruptcy is a tool that is there for people who have absolutely no way out. Bankruptcy basically allows you to financially reset your entire life, just erase the board and start from zero. It's actually kind of a crazy thing if you think about it because first of all, your bankruptcy has to be approved by the court, basically saying, yes, this is legit. It gets reviewed by a judge and everything. And what will end up happening if your bankruptcy actually gets accepted, all of the companies that you owe debt to, the credit card companies, the auto loan that you have, all of that just gets reset. And the companies just actually absorb all the debt. It actually kind of blows my mind that the court system is forcing them to lose money based on someone else's financial irresponsibility. So it can be a really good saving grace for people, but also it forces these companies to take a loss. That being said, if you file for bankruptcy a second or even third time and you have the exact same patterns of spending that got you into that situation in the first place, there's a really high chance that the court system might actually just straight up deny your bankruptcy and you would be stuck trying to pay a loan that is essentially impossible to pay back. So you would either have to win the lottery or straight up flee the country. If you have a family or anything like that, somebody that relies on you, I mean, there would be nothing you could do to fix it. With that being said, there are some vehicles out there that have literally doubled in price. Let's take a look at this.
How is a Ford Maverick $43,000? $43,000. I really want to know who's buying a Tremor Maverick, right? Because you're not good in the good MPG, right? Look at that, 23 combined. 23 MPG for this tiny little thing. This thing's tiny. Is that even like, what is that, 4 feet? But 43 grand and it gets 23 MPG. When the hybrid ones get almost 38 MPG. So literally, who's going to buy the Tremor one when you want this one? But then Ford also messed up because who's buying this one?
So when the Ford Maverick first came out back in like 2020, that truck MSRP'd for $20,000. Like, yes, that was the price. It was just a base model, simple truck with no gimmicks, and it was just cheap, and everybody liked it. So I was wondering, how did they get this trimmed up version of the truck up to $40,000? I thought maybe they like shoved a giant V8 in it. Everything is just so cool about it. Maybe it's like 600 horsepower engine, but I was wrong. I thought there was more to it, and there's not. It's literally just a lift kit, all-wheel drive, and it has the exact same engine as the base model Ford Maverick, the 2-liter EcoBoost engine. So yeah, Ford essentially just put bigger tires and a lift kit on a tiny little truck and then charged you $20,000 for it. Let's not forget that it only gets 23 miles per gallon combined instead of the base model's 38 mpg. It's because they kept the 2-liter little tiny engine. The thing has just got to be screaming with those big tires on it. I mean, I get it, right? So like airlines make most of their money with first class tickets because their profit margins are just way higher. But I just don't really understand who would buy this truck, because if it's somebody that's trying to flex their money and show off and buy it as a status symbol, the Ford Maverick is known as an extremely cheap, economical vehicle. You're not going to buy that to show off to people. Like, people are going to not think it's $40,000 just because it says Tremor on the side of it. So really, like the guy said in the video, who is this truck actually for? Do you like absolutely free money? Because now is your chance to win some. I am doing a 1,000 subscriber free money giveaway. And the only thing that you have to do to win the free money is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and drop a comment down below about anything. That is all you have to do, no strings attached, and you're entering in for a chance to win the free money. $150 completely free, no strings attached.
So you owe how much on this?
I owe 31.
What's it worth?
So right now I see the market and everything was like on 40 something.
No way. Can you start up for me? Moment of truth.
I just want to get rid of this car. I co-signed with somebody else, and then that person just gave me 2 options. Give the car to her. That's something that I'm not
She's
doing.
not here, right?
Not yet.
We can't take it.
I can call her and do everything through the phone. She can be on FaceTime. I just want to get rid of the car.
She has to be here.
She's like an hour away from here. So
She's got to come in.
she's not going to co-sign the other car with me. My dad's going to.
I know. Does she know this is happening?
Yeah.
But honestly, I think this car's worth 30.
I owe
Yeah.
31.
You owe 31.
Can you do like a lease? Because I will not have no down payment. Can I at least do 33? Just like to have something on the other car.
You're buying this car right here?
It can be this one. It can be the other one. I saw some M3s in the back.
Do you want it to be this one? I think it's 82 or maybe less. It's got buckets, ceramics. It's a high sticker car. You're cool with stick, right?
No. It gotta be manual. It gotta be automatic.
It's gotta be automatic? All right. Let's go inside. Give him 33 for the trade-in and see if you can get him approved. Then we'll work the deal.
From $31,000 in debt to $80,000 in debt. Dude has no business in a $50,000 car, let alone an $80,000 car if he needs a cosigner. This is where co-signing can get super messy, because technically she has just as much legal right to that car as he does right now, since she co-signed for him. And it sounds like she's the ex-girlfriend, so she could basically screw him over if she wanted to. And if I heard that correctly, it sounds like his dad is going to have to co-sign for him to upgrade to the $82,000 car. Not hating being realistic, this guy needs a 2020 Camry. People needlessly drowning in car debt. If you're that worried about 2 or 3 grand, you should not be buying an $80,000 car. You know, honestly, I agree with this, and I can't say I know how much he makes. That's never disclosed, but his credit score must be severely terrible because he has to co-sign on every single thing he buys. Either his credit score is terrible or the car payment is actually way more than he can actually afford on paper, and that's why he needs the cosigner. Either way, he really shouldn't be buying these cars. So funny story about co-signing, my brother was actually moving into an apartment at one time, and his girlfriend was also moving in with him. The problem was, he put his girlfriend's name on the lease, and they figured out, well, this girl has zero credit. She's never used credit before. So we're going to need someone to co-sign for her to see if she's good for the payment. And my brother was literally like, if you're worried about us not paying the lease, I can actually just pay for the entire lease up front, because it was like $1,000 a month. So he's like, I'll just give you $12,000 cash right now. And they literally said, that's not how our policy works. You have to follow the rules just like everybody else. So my brother starts asking all of the family if someone out there can co-sign for him. And my dad just flat out told him no. So then he came to me and he asked me, and initially I said no because I was worried about it affecting my credit. And then I realized, like, if I don't co-sign for him, he's literally going to be homeless. So I decided to co-sign for him, but charged him a small fee, since I'm putting my credit score on the line for him. That wraps up this video. If you like this series and you like this style of content, please just go ahead and subscribe. It costs you nothing, but it does enter you in the sweepstakes for a chance to win free money. So it's basically a win-win for you. See you on the next one.